Summer on the beat, oh get up and shake your cheeks.
Hello and welcome to The Middle is Open. Abel Carrillo here, along with Peter Carrillo.
Yes, sir.
Oh, showing off that finger of his. Anthony Espelin in the box.
Guys? What's going on?
Oh, we're doing good, man.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling really, really good right now. Anthony, what you been up to?
Man, I've been working like a dog, man.
You've been, I talked to you yesterday, and you sounded tired, man. You sounded exhausted.
Yeah, I think I beat my record in overtime. So like my record before was 48 hours of overtime. I bagged 68 hours of overtime.
Holy crap! You didn't beat it. You demolished it.
Yeah.
So what is that? 108, like 108 hours in a week?
148 hours.
Oh no! But I'm saying. Yeah. Okay.
Weeks, yeah.
God.
Yeah. So a lot of work, man. I got a new truck.
I saw that, man.
Yeah, so I'm rearranging stuff from my old truck to my new truck, and so that's been a pain too. But
so how is that coming along? Like, are you telling like Mikey, like, hey man, you're the intern here, can you like move shit for me?
No, because I'm the picky kind. So like I want shit a certain way in a certain spot. Yeah. So it's like I can't really have him help me. But I have a lot of shit that I need to throw away in that old truck.
That's the same in the studio. Like I walk back there and Anthony just dogs me. When I
what
get
do
in
you
his
mean?
area over there, he just dogs me.
DMX. No, Anthony's got wires everywhere. As a matter of fact, before this show started, we almost had a huge accident. This would have been tragic. Yeah, it would have been tragic for sure. Yeah. Anthony, like,
well, tell the story. You were eating something.
So I was eating strawberries. And I want to give a shout out to Amber. I was eating her famous chocolate covered strawberries, but these were special. These were white
chocolate. Well, was it for the wedding?
Well, I'm just kidding. I mean, they were white strawberry chocolate
white wedding. I don't know.
Yeah. But anyways, so I'm munching out. I'm like just eating away.
It sounded just like that.
Yeah, basically. And Anthony comes over here to get me a napkin because Anthony's just a nice guy. I think he just didn't want shit to get all sticky here in the studio. But he's like walking across the room and he kicks over the tripod.
Yeah.
And knocks over the light. Like he knocks over like three things at once.
It was the light, the camera, and everything else.
Yeah, and everything's just falling in slow motion.
All of us just saw it.
And everyone's like, no!
It's like that Bounty commercial.
Yeah, exactly. And my hands are full of strawberry juice and everything, and I have a beer in the other hand.
I was trying to get out of the seat, like I was stuck to it. Like my thigh was stuck to it.
Yeah, because we have like these leather bar stools, so like Peter's big old
peeling his calves off.
His fat legs are just like so Anthony just makes this grab
clutch.
like if he's freaking
Odell.
Like if he's Des Bryant.
It looked like the cartoons, dude. I said like when the plates fall and he's like
I had to catch the light with my left hand and the camera with my right, and like fuck.
Dude, Jerry Jones should
skill,
sign
dude.
you up.
Yeah.
That was skill.
Anthony would be a good possession tight end.
Like clutch.
Yeah. He would be another
I got good reflexes for a big guy.
He would be a Gronkowski.
Yeah.
Aaron Hernandez.
But anyways, so like the moral of the story is I think Abel shouldn't eat strawberries in the freaking studio because last time you ate strawberries, I think you ended up spitting a piece out or something. You laughed, and this is in the woodshed.
Really?
Yeah, I have it on tape.
Landed in the board, and it.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, so remember you were like over the trash can eating your freaking strawberries.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Like
that's when we had a chocolate covered pretzel.
And I spit out a strawberry.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah. Well,
damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Maybe I'll insert the clip here somewhere.
Abel eats all barbaric. Huh?
Well, yeah, dude.
So I'm gonna have to get mad at Amber. No more strawberries in the studio.
No, don't. Dude,
it would make a sign.
Dude, don't get mad at Amber. You know, Amber, when we were in the woodshed, she used to give us like the best snacks
Yeah.
for
She
the
still
show.
does.
Yeah.
No. I mean, the strawberry, dude. She would always have
You
strawberries,
said it's been a while, Amber.
and then she.
He's like talking
No,
shit.
no,
We used to get snacks every
because
Tuesday.
Anthony over here is like, I'm gonna have to stop. I'm gonna have to stop this shit. And I'm like, but we used to get pretzels.
Yeah.
Remember the chocolate covered
those are
pretzels,
badass.
like those big.
Cupcakes. We've had
Yeah.
cupcakes, I think.
Yeah, we've
Do
been
you remember
spoiled.
we had Mondo in the studio, and even Mondo was munching out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, we were so spoiled. We still are spoiled. But Anthony's just trying to put a stop to everything now.
I'm glad it was Anthony that knocked the camera over
Yeah.
and not me, because he would have like kicked the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I need to tape down that stuff.
He would have
man.
knocked you out like if he was Mungia.
Like Rosado.
Oh, nice,
like
nice.
Rosado, he would have
Nice
flatlined
little
you.
segue.
Yeah, little segue there. If you guys are listening to this podcast, go ahead and check out our video up on YouTube right now. We kind of did live commentary of the fight here in El Paso.
Not kind of. We did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did live commentary of the main event. It was
We weren't allowed in, so we had to do it from the outside.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Secure location.
Well, we were gonna go to the fight, but it was one of those that they changed quite a bit, like Peter was saying. And yeah, I mean,
It was cool, man.
we hung out in here
Yeah.
and we got beer.
It was a good fight.
We didn't have to pay like $10 for a
$10
beer.
beer.
Yeah, but Jaime Munguia, he fought, and dude, he put on a performance. He was hurting that dude. But I think the fight of the night was like Gabriel Rosado, like just killed a guy in the ring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was one of
Murder.
those brutal knockouts. Like you cheer and you're like, and then you're like, oh man, that guy's kind of like weird on the floor.
Good for him, though, man.
Yeah, no, because he was the underdog,
Yeah.
and the other guy was kind of taunting him after a while.
Yeah,
The other guy-
Well, it was kind of funny because as soon as he came out, right, Anthony,
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I love this fighter. He has like 13 losses, but
Yeah.
he's all heart,
Yeah.
and he's lost to like the best people.
He's like Rocky,
Yeah, he is,
and he's from Philly,
Philadelphia,
and he's
Wow.
from Philly.
yeah, so he's
The
one
young
of my
Rock.
favorite fighters. Gabriel Rosado, if you're listening to this, you're my boy.
Yeah.
I actually tweeted him on our podcast.
Did he tweet you back?
I don't know, man.
Retweet
He's
you.
probably celebrating.
Like your tweet?
He's watching the podcast.
Where do you
right
think
now.
he's partying in El Paso right now?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati,
Chicos.
You
Chicos.
think so?
Yeah,
You don't
we gotta
think
go to the world
I
famous.
kind of want to just go look for him.
You want to end the show right now?
Let's go.
Have him come in. Peter, call him.
That would be our fastest show. You know what? Let's send out our correspondent right now. Peter, go out there, try to find down Rosado, and then we'll do a Zoom.
Just show him your calves and then tell him, you want calves like this?
You-
I'll train you. And he'll be like, all right.
Yeah. Or I'll fight you for these.
I'll fight you for him.
Now, so yeah, you guys want to
Check it
go
out.
check. You guys want to go check that out on our YouTube page. The middle is open, no space.
You know, we
Fight
got time
night,
for
the Melee
spaces.
Observer. Pretty cool. Anyways, let's go around. What have you guys been up to? We'll start off with Anthony.
Well,
you kind of talked about
Yeah.
like how you're just working like a crazy
working.
man.
Blessed to be working.
Yeah.
you know, but I'm working a lot.
Peter, what about you?
I got married last week.
that's some big
Or
news.
this week or what's today?
Uh,
Sunday.
Yeah,
Today
On Sunday,
is
last
Saturday,
week,
so
technically.
officially last week. Well, actually, this week because Sunday is usually the start of the week.
Oh, man.
You got to remember this
Sunday.
date now, Peter.
Yeah.
That's something you
Well,
got to.
I know it.
When'd you get married?
June 13th.
All right. All right.
Yeah, it was 13.
Are you sure?
Yeah, shut up, Abel.
June 13th. Eastern time,
Get
Zone?
out of here.
Central.
Get out of here.
Anyways, so how's it feel to be a married man, Peter?
Hey, you know what? I was listening to the podcast.
Oh,
and you
he's
guys were
dodging
saying
it already.
June
Like he's
15th.
he's
you guys
all
kept saying June 15th.
he's already avoiding
Yeah,
it.
we did
Look at
fuck
that.
I
up.
know.
We did fuck up. That was Abel's fault.
I know it is.
Yeah, dude, I wasn't the one getting married.
I caught that too when I was listening to it back. I was like, fucking idiots. We're dicks. We didn't even get our own freaking.
I
Friends freaking-
blame that on the producer.
What?
Yeah.
But going back to your question, it's good. It feels
Yeah.
good to be married. Obviously, I mean, Yvonne and I, it's been awesome, dude. This
Yeah.
whole trip. The only bad thing about the whole trip, having the wedding in Chicago, was you don't rest.
Yeah.
Like the day we left, we went to bed like at 3 a.m. We had to be at the airport around 5:30 ish, somewhere around there.
Sure.
We were already packed and everything. That's one thing I give Yvonne. She was like, on point.
She didn't let you pack.
She had everything packed like 2 days in advance, and everything was ready. It was a smooth transition. We flew down there, and it just worked out. The whole trip, there was no hiccups really until coming back. I guess there's this like software glitch with Southwest or something coming back to El Paso.
Russian hacking.
Yeah. at that point though, you're just like, you just kind of want to get home and you don't really care how, and it just kind of sucks though. But going back to the whole experience, it was cool to have a wedding in Chicago. Right away, we went to a baseball game. That first day we were there on Wednesday. We went to go see the White Sox. We took the subway. Anytime you go into a big city and you want to get an experience of like the true city, go through the subway.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll see like the true like colors of the city.
Yeah.
You know, crazy people.
You learn a lot of life lessons.
There was this lady, as soon as we walk in, you know, we're telling the boys who really have never been in a subway. We're like, hey, you keep close. You
They're
know,
like, Dad, where's the sandwiches?
right?
Yeah.
Well, basically, so we go down there and we're buying the ticket to get on the train, and there's this lady, and she's like, you have money for a sandwich? I need sandwich. And she's like yelling, like in our face yelling, but we were just acting like we didn't see her, like she was a ghost or something. And then, and there's a big group of us. So we all just kind of ignored her, and kind of, Jacob is laughing, my oldest son, 14 years old, laughing. He's as tall as I am, but he's freaking cracking up. I'm like, dude, don't laugh at these people. They're going to kick your ass. Because you look like a grown ass man. They're going to kick your ass.
Yeah.
But he's laughing away. This lady's like, you rich people with your $100 bills, you can't buy me a sandwich. And it was just like, oh, we got experience right there. And then we got on the train. We went down to Guaranteed Rate Field. Is that what it's called? Where the White Sox play. It was really cool, man. We had good seats, really good seats. And I got to see two of the better teams in the MLB.
Who are they?
It was the Blue Jays and the Sox,
And the White
obviously.
Sox.
Yeah. But it was cool. Like, I was going to name players, but like Vlad, I was telling Abel, he's huge. Even like when he goes up to bat, you just see how big he is. Like, fuck, man. And he's one of the hottest players right now in the MLB. So it was cool to see them play. It was a fun experience. The next day we went to the Sears Tower. That was badass.
Willis Tower?
Yeah, Willis Tower.
Yeah.
They changed the name. I don't know what you talking about, Willis.
Yeah.
But it was cool, dude. Like being so high up. And then we just went around downtown, went to a lot of places, ate a lot of food. All I did was drink and eat the whole time I was there.
No sleep though.
I got married on a boat.
Peter was like that guy in what's that movie called? Dazed and Confused. He's like, I'm just here to drink beer and kick ass.
Yeah.
Peter's like, I'm just here to drink beer and eat some food.
Yeah, and then I had like my best friends, Greg and Brandon. Anthony
Shout
knows them
out to
well.
them,
Yeah, Anthony knows them well from
definitely.
back in high school. Like crazy, but it was just fun. Everyone was chilled. It was just hype. It happened so fast. Like everything happened so fast. We were on a boat, and it just seemed like the whole boat experience was quick too, right?
Yeah, it was. It was cool.
The food was good. I mean, I hope everyone had fun. You know, when people spend so much money to go out on a destination wedding, you kind of want to give them their experience as well. But it's like, in a way, you're like, screw you guys. We just want to have our own thing too.
Yeah.
But it was fun, man. After the wedding, we went to a piano bar. Like, went down into like this Cheers looking bar, but it was a piano bar. They played our song. We were in like our wedding outfits. And on Saturday was my bachelor party, but it was just, all I wanted to do was drink beer.
Drink beer.
I didn't care really. But we went to Wrigleyville, which is right outside of where the Cubs play. And Wrigley Field's right there. It was pretty neat, right?
Yeah,
like
it was
seeing
cool.
Wrigley Field, and then it's just all the bars and like restaurants and all, and it's Cubs town, you know. And I'm not a Cubs fan, but I'm a baseball fan, so it was just cool to be in that environment. I drank. I'm not even kidding. I probably drank like 15 to 20 beers easily, but I was fine.
Average.
Yeah, it was fine.
He was twisted sober.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Peter's
and then
average
what was
beer
cool,
intake.
we went to Sluggers, which is
Only
like
20.
3 floors. It's like 3 floors, and it has batting cages.
Oh, nice.
And it was cool, man. Like everybody was like, "Do you want to stay here? Do you want to leave?" It's like I'm hitting baseballs
And drinking beer.
and drinking beer. Like, what else do you want?
Yeah.
Like for
true.
me, at least, I could care less what. Like I said, at that point, you're just kind of like, I don't care what anyone else wants to do. But I just want to drink beer and hit baseballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Abel thought. Abel was with me on that day.
Well, I
Saturday.
wanted to ask you, out of all the days that you were there, all the experiences that you had, what was like the best of being there in Chicago?
Sunday by far when I got married.
Oh, good, isn't she?
It-
I was just making sure.
No,
I
it
was,
was-
You're
I was
testing
like,
me.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
testing.
you know, we did something like obviously we're not very traditional. Like it wasn't the most traditional wedding, but it was one thing that we did was I didn't see her wedding dress at all, and it was in the closet, like behind the door. But the way the door opens, like my stuff's on the right, so I don't ever go that
Yeah.
way. So I didn't see it the whole
Peter,
time.
who are you kidding? Yvonne dresses you, so you never even walk to the
Well,
closet.
she does dress me. She lays out my clothes and everything.
It's like their chones, socks.
Yeah, but she hadn't shown me. I hadn't seen it. So when we were at the hotel, we were in the same hotel, and she got dressed in her parents' room, and then I got dressed in my friend's room, and we had a photographer going back and forth. You know, he was taking. He was probably the highlight of the wedding. I thought. He was like some Polish guy, old Polish guy that was like,
was okay.
"Oh, give it to me, you're a tiger." Like he sounded like Borat kind of, but
He sounded like a Borat, Austin Powers kind of.
yeah,
like,
he had a
mixture.
weird mix, but he
Damn.
was cool, man.
Yeah.
But anyways,
He's hired.
I was so
TMO studio.
afraid to see her in her dress while she was like leaving
God.
because she left before, so she left on the limo bus thing, whatever. We got married on Navy Pier, which was where the boat was.
Nice.
And then, anyways, it was a great experience. Kudos to all the people that made it. I felt bad because on a wedding like that, you can't invite everyone. And of course, being like Hispanic, you have millions of people to invite.
Yeah.
And it was tough to come out with a list, first of all. And, but it was just, I don't know, like I'm thankful for the people that did go. I'm thankful for the people that couldn't make it or, you know, obviously weren't invited really. Like
Yeah.
Anthony, I feel bad. Like
No,
Anthony
man.
didn't make the cut in certain ways, but it was just,
Hey, Anthony.
you know, I feel
Somebody
bad.
had to run the
the
ship.
best
you know?
producer.
He's like, we didn't need any producing.
Abel
done
barely
over there.
made it. Abel barely made it.
I know.
But no, man, it was a fun experience. So when I got to see her at the boat, like I really didn't see her until she walked up the aisle, which was like, I thought she looked beautiful. Like for reals,
Nice.
it sounds like cheesy and all, but
It is pretty cheesy.
Aw.
regardless, when you get married, you could be cheesy too.
No, that's good. Like it was a good experience.
Yeah.
Like just seeing my older brother get married, and I don't know. Here's the thing. Remember, Anthony and I kind of made a bet, like how many times Peter was gonna get emotional, cry and stuff. I think Peter cried. Anthony.
I didn't cry.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you,
Was it like a tear? Just a little?
If you
Dude.
say you think I cried,
dude.
then I didn't cry.
Dude,
True.
he was like,
Did you cry?
"Nah, hell no." I was drunk. I was drinking.
Pretty twisted, huh?
I was, you know what? It's one of those things. You see her get emotional, and you start getting emotional.
Yeah.
It really is. Like,
Yeah.
and so
Told
like
you,
I'm like looking her in the eye, and then I'm like, oh shit, she's getting fucking like real emotional. And then like I look down, and then I realize like I'm staring at her boobs, and I'm like, oh shit, like either whatever I do, it's
Try not to
fine.
cry.
Yeah, so it's
was
just one of those
slowly
things.
getting erected.
But no, it was awesome, dude. Like getting married on a boat in Chicago.
Yeah. I mean,
Like-
fuck.
And then of course my kids were there, and it was just fun.
That's cool.
But great experience. Chicago's awesome. I think it's cool. Like we could always go back for like an anniversary or
Yeah.
something. There's just so much to do with so little time. Like I said, it was just we're so much time.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't do it all. I didn't even
Right.
go see the bean, but I see like we're from El Paso. We see beans all the time.
What's so great about that bean?
It's just a structure, like
okay.
a famous structure. It's like.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, I'm glad I got to go to the Sears Tower or the Sears, the Willis Tower. I keep
Willis.
saying, but it was cool, man. What else? I mean, we ate so much. I ate and drank so much. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
And I tell you, the worst part was coming back because that Southwest software glitch or whatever they said it was. I mean, they weren't going to say like Russian hackers or anything like that.
Here's the thing. I liked it. I liked the experience. It was my first time riding an airplane.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah.
Dude,
how was that?
It was actually pretty chill. I wasn't nervous about the airplane ride. The thing that I was nervous about was just like puking because I didn't know how I was going to react to it. Like, I wasn't scared like we were going to die or anything on the plane. I mean,
Was there any turbulence? Was it pretty like smooth flight?
When we flew into Dallas, because out of nowhere, like just clouds appeared out of nowhere. They were just like clouds, and then we're like, and I was like, oh wait, what is that? And then like I look over at my dad, and he's just like laughing at me, and I'm like, I'm not scared. Like, I'm just.
He was watching you the whole time, like
yeah. But like it was funny when we took off. I guess the way we were going, like on the runway, like the starting point, and then we had to like bust a 180 to like go in the direction that we needed to, and that's what kind of like the plane went like sideways. It dipped, and
you're
then
like looking at the floor.
Yeah, and I was like, and then I was good after that, and I was like, okay, this is what a plane is. All right.
It's kind of cool to see El Paso though from up there too.
Yeah, and how small El Paso is, and how much land that they could still like build a bunch of shit.
Yeah, Fort Bliss is huge.
Yeah. But it was cool, man. I enjoyed the plane ride. Chicago, it was cool. I had a different experience from Peter because his was like, there was a lot of joy. There was a lot of happiness. Me, on the other hand, I get to Chicago. We go check into our hotel room. This is kind of like what pissed me off. We get there and our room wasn't ready, dude. Like, I don't know what fucking time our check-in was supposed to be, but our room wasn't ready. So we're like, okay, when's our room gonna be ready? And they're like, probably like 45 to an hour. Okay. But they're like, don't worry, we could hold your luggage in this other room. Cool. 45 to an hour. Peter was already gonna get ready to take off. We're gonna take the train down to Wrigleyville and like, just hang out, drink some beers and shit. So I was like, damn, I didn't even get to take a shower. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a room to shower or anything. So then we're like, well, fuck, like, when's our room going to be ready? In 45 to an hour. And then we check back 45 to an hour. Nothing. So it's like, dude, we got to go, like, or we're going to be left behind. I've never ridden the train before. So I'm not about to like lose the group, and then go by myself, Yeah. So I was like, fuck, well, let's do this. Cause like Yvonne was going to hang out at the hotel while Peter was doing his thing on that Saturday, right? So we asked Yvonne if she can like pick up our key and then like kind of like put our shit away like whenever our room is ready. Our room wasn't ready until 8 p.m.
What?
8 p.m., dude.
That's crazy.
How long does it take to get a room ready?
Well, you know what was going on? I mean, I'm not excusing it, but they were saying like, first of all, we were there for a week almost.
Yeah.
And they weren't doing daily room service. Like, they weren't cleaning the rooms daily. It was like once a week thing. Because so you like had to throw your own trash outside the room because they're short staffed. COVID, all this crap. And so the city opened up 100% while we were there.
Friday.
Yeah. So it opened up 100%, but it was like all these places are not... They don't have the staff. Yeah.
So, okay. So it wasn't ready till 8 p.m. And that's kind of what pissed me off. I was like, well, we're already at the bar drinking away. I still have my clothes from 4 a.m. because that's when like we had to be at the airport and shit like that. So I was in fucking like sweats, dude. Sweats in fucking hot ass weather, humid as fuck. I'm in sweats and a t-shirt and we're like at a bar. Which is cool, like I guess, but it's fucking hot, dude. I wanted to be in my shorts and shit.
Well, I was in shorts. It was hot as hell. Period. Yeah. I mean, it was just so humid. Dude. Like, we're not used to humidity.
Yeah.
So no, that was like, okay, that pissed me off. And then like, so that was Saturday. Sunday for the wedding. I don't know what the fuck happened, but basically I had a dress shirt that I was going to wear for the wedding underneath my fucking coat, like my suit, because I had a suit, right? it doesn't fit, dude. I buttoned that motherfucker up. It did not fit.
got fat.
I got fat. I guess the
One
night
day.
before from swelling up with all the alcohol and the late night hot dogs that we ate and shit. Like my shirt did not fit. Luckily, there was a men's warehouse about like 5 blocks away.
2-3 blocks.
Yeah. Well, these are like blocks. They're not like El
Yeah.
Paso's downtown, like, because they're like actually holding buildings
Right.
rather than like just empty lots. So, dude, oh my gosh, like I had to run down to men's warehouse, pick up a shirt, freaking come back, and like get ready again. You know, it sucked. So that was kind of like a little obstacle.
Setback.
Yeah, a setback that we had to overcome. So, and then I guess the last day when we were coming back, like Peter said, it was just the delays that Southwest had experienced, like the
Yeah, but
airlines.
it was like the whole nation. So that
Yeah.
was, like,
It
crazy.
was the whole nation went down. Well, just Southwest flights, and it was just so there was like about 3 times when I was
like you're ready to get home, and it's just
Yeah.
But
And
it was
like-
good, man. I mean, I wouldn't change it. I just wish we had more time. We
yeah.
could pause stuff and like.
I don't know, man. I think we had plenty of time. I think 3 days for us it was good for us.
It's just hard, like with the kids and how expensive it was. I mean, like I said, I know how expensive it was for people to go out there, and that's why I say it. I'm grateful for people making the attempt and all. But man, this was a trip that we like really planned, and like Yvonne, she did awesome just planning everything, so it all worked out. But yeah, I mean, coming back, being back at home, those first 2 days were we were dead to the world. You know, we just like I couldn't sleep enough, like almost all groggy and all. I was dizzy like the first day. I was like super dizzy. But I was telling Anthony, I probably drank like 5 bottles of water the whole time I was there, and I
then just
drank
alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol and just the humidity, and
Yeah.
I was dizzy like the
Well,
last day.
I was experiencing that, and I didn't know if it was from the
vertigo.
plane or whatever. But I kept on like telling everyone, I was like, dude, I feel like I'm on an elevator.
Yeah,
like I
that's how
felt like I was going
Well,
up and down. Or
You,
like,
you think it's just because we're always like on like skyscrapers, like we're going up and down skyscrapers, and then the wedding itself was on a boat. Like I was drinking on the boat, and I'm like, oh man, how many have I had? I'm just kind of wobbling around.
you know, when we were moving, it wasn't bad. But when like the boat docked or whatever it's called,
Yeah, you
and we're
actually
just
feel it.
sitting there, like the water's moving it even more. So you're just kind of like
It was
going
cool,
back
man.
and forth. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
Being back, I'm just glad to start my like summer vacation.
Yeah.
Like I tell you, the first 2 days I just slept, and now I'm like, okay, now we got to work out. Like I got to burn
Yeah.
off this like beer and pizza and
So when do you
hot
start?
dogs. I started today actually.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I did
yeah,
pretty
it's
good.
not bad.
Well, actually, yesterday because we went swimming. That's what I was gonna tell you guys. Like we went swimming, and gosh, I forget how much of a workout swimming
Yeah.
is.
Okay, let's talk about this really quick. So when we were gone last week, something very special happened here at the Middles Open. Guys, we've been waiting for this for quite a while. When the idea first came up, we were like super stoked. We couldn't believe that someone was actually going to be making a beer about our podcast and who we are. Well, the wait is over. It finally happened. The Middles Open beer is finally out there. Peter, I mean, I feel like we owe a lot to you because you brought in this guest. He's a friend of yours. Do you want to talk about it a little bit more?
Well, I mean, Dave's been awesome since the first time I met him.
So you're talking about Dave, Sun Brewing here in
from
Canotillo,
Sun
Texas.
Brewing. And he loves the area in Canotillo. I've been following Dave for a while now. He would always call me, like when I was working at the radio station, he'd be like, "Hey man, listening to you here at the brewery," and it was cool, man. Like
Yeah.
you know, and then we became friends. Like a friendship came out of that. And then he knew Ray, and he knew a bunch of people I knew.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we'd stop by his brewery and just kind of hang out with him because he's one of those people that's very social. He'd go up and actually talk to you. So fast forward a couple of years, and we brought him on the show, and he pitched the idea like, hey, he came out with his book. Remember, he was launching his book, and then
He was basically like, I like what you guys do here.
Yeah.
I like the chemistry. I like your guys' story. He had nothing but good things to say about us as people.
And he said he just wanted to like commemorate that with a beer. Like,
yeah.
So he
came out with Pacific Street Lager.
Yeah.
And
I saw him drinking with other people, but we were in Chicago when he put it, and I was like, oh man, it's out. And so
it was a bit of a bittersweet moment because, I mean, the sweet moment is like you're getting your beer. You know, you're getting your beer.
And it's our label.
It's
like,
our label. It's our ugly faces on the label.
Anthony designed the label, actually.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Anthony came out with like about 50 different.
I think I just kept sending them to Dave as Anthony sent this to me.
Letting him pick one. Yeah.
Like Anthony, I don't even think Anthony really works for a living because he came out with like 50 different Photoshop like logos, labels, and everything. And
some of them were cool. I mean, ultimately, he chose the one he wanted to put with our beer off of what he felt because he's the one with the vision, you know, what kind of beer he was going to make. But, I mean, shout out to Dave. That's awesome. He said he'll deliver us some beer or we go pick it up. Unfortunately, he was out, you know, enjoying his summer with his family, of course. Like, I'm never going to fault him for that. That's great, man.
Yeah.
And so we just got to meet up with him. But I'm thinking of having an episode with him and then Ray.
Yeah.
Because Ray wants to come in and play too. So
and you know what's funny is like when Dave actually came in for the first time,
Ray
it was
us.
with Ray.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, okay. So the beer is called Pacific Street Lager. You can go and pick some up for yourselves.
Well, Dave's not opening it.
Oh, no.
He's having his reopening.
For July 4th, right?
No. It's going to be a little bit later.
Oh, okay.
So we'll come out with the
date.
Dave and I have been we've been talking, and we want to have something like for a grand reopening.
All right.
But once all the details come in, we'll have him on, or we'll do something with him, or at the brewery. I don't know. We all got to get together and just figure it out. But the beer itself is out for us at least.
Yeah.
And then maybe down the line he's gonna produce it. I'm not really sure how it's gonna work out. But that's the thing. He creates what he wants. Like being a brewmaster like that, you could you could
well,
look
it's kind of like being a podcast master.
Yeah,
we could do whatever the hell we want.
So,
it's our podcast. We could just make
so that,
whatever
I think
kind
that's
of
where like
content.
the mutual respect for each other have. You know, like we respect him for like he could look at something and be like, oh, that's what I want to do. So that's cool. But I mean, just be on the lookout for his grand reopening. We're gonna be out there for sure. It's gonna be fun. I think he said he's gonna try to roast a pig or something.
Nice.
So it's right there by the river, dude. Like that's great. The river is flowing now.
Yeah,
dude. I know. We were trying to like set up Anthony to have like a pit throwdown with like some chef here in El Paso.
Oh no, that never put me with Dave.
What about if we were to put him against Dave? You're not making beer. You're making food, man.
Yeah, that guy's
a pig.
He's got a cookbook, man.
Well, you could make a cookbook.
I'm gonna steal one of his recipes and make that. Does that count?
Nah, so
like Bobby Flay throwdown thing.
Yeah, but it's with Dave.
Yeah,
and
that guy's a master. I'm a poser.
You're a poser, poser man. No, but so Dave, unfortunately, he was unable to give us the beer today, but he was at a special place here in the borderland. He was at Wet n Wild, guys, and we kind of talked about this in another episode, like just different attractions that we have here for the summer. Peter actually experienced something. When was it? Yesterday?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
We went out to Camp Cohen, so where Cohen Stadium used to be.
So that's what it's called, Camp Cohen.
It's called Camp Cohen, but the city is opening 4 new water parks, and they're not like Wet n Wild water parks, but they're small little water parks, you know, and they're pretty neat.
Now, are they bigger than like the Armijo one?
Yeah, they're bigger than that.
Ooh, and that one's kind of cool, man.
Yeah, it is. So I guess the city realized, you know, there needs to be more attractions, and especially like on the northeast. I think they built one in the lower valley, and then on the far east side. And I'm not really sure there's going to be 4. I think they just opened the 3rd one. It's called like Lost Kingdom, Camp Cohen. I can't remember the rest, but you can find it on the website. Yeah. But anyways, Camp Cohen is the one that's on the northeast where Cohen Stadium used to be. And I guess they're going to build a shopping mall or something later in that area. But the water park itself was pretty neat, man. I didn't know what to expect because sometimes, you know, El Paso gets a bad rep. Like, oh, well, they half-ass everything, right? Like, but it was pretty neat. I think it was $12. So, it's not the cheapest, but it's not outrageous.
Yeah.
They have 3 pretty big water slides, and it goes pretty quick. They have big pools, like they have a rock climbing. They have the basketball hoop shooting thing. They have a kid area, and then they have like a real small kid area that's kind of almost like a fountain thing, but it has a little bit of water.
For sure.
And then it's covered by shade for that area. So it was neat. There's a little bit of everything for everyone. Now, if there's one complaint I have for the place, was the concessions.
What about them?
There was literally one line for credit. One line, and I mean, not many people carry cash, especially at a water park.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can't take your own food or anything. So water was free. Like you could get free water there, but you can't take any food or anything. And you had to wait in this outrageously long line. Like that was the one downfall. And I think it just opened maybe a week or two. And I think there's room to grow, but it wasn't bad, dude. It was fun. We had fun. We were there about 4 hours. I had like a brutal sun burn,
Yeah.
But I put so much sunscreen.
What about if they like came up with an idea of not having like a food truck, but like having like
vendors,
some
like
kind of vendor inside, but like something like a little paleta, like like a little
thought
cart.
they had room.
Just something really quick and snappy, like nice little snacks.
I think it's more because they did have one, but it was that Crave. They didn't really have food. It was more like drinks, like the mango
Juices and stuff.
and then the cucumber with tajin stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's their idea. And I know they've worked with them in the past in like Street Fest and all the city event stuff. So I think it's just a matter of getting more vendors.
Okay.
I don't know. It's brand new.
Yeah.
So I think people are just feeling it out still. But it wasn't bad. I mean, if I had to rate it out of a 5-star, and I'm nobody to rate anything, because I'd give it a solid 3.54, somewhere around there. It wasn't bad at all.
Would you recommend it for Father's Day? Like
For Father's Day, I think it's more for if you have kids. If you have a family of, I guess Father's Day, but I mean, me personally,
I don't know, Anthony. Father's Day is a day for the father to like sit back
not
and get
to
away,
watch, not
get
to
away
keep an
from
eye
the
on
kids.
the kid.
Yeah.
You know what?
That seems like a chore.
One thing I'll give them too.
I mean,
is that they like safety's a priority there, because they had lifeguards everywhere. And the second, like I saw 2 people like bloody noses that like they just started, and instantly people, and then I
They
saw
want to
like
give them CPR and stuff.
well, like they were just there on point.
Yeah.
And then as soon as like I saw a kid that was like paddle dog, like he wasn't drowning or anything, but it looked kind of like he was sketchy.
Yeah.
The guy jumped in like right away. Like they don't mess around. It was real quick. And so I guess like safety is a priority. So I'll give them kudos on that, because there was lifeguards everywhere. They're rotating. Everything went smooth. There wasn't like there wasn't jerks. There weren't people running around. It was a good experience. It wasn't bad. And I could only speak for that Camp Cohen. I can't speak for the other ones. But it was a pretty good experience. And we spent good 4 or 5 hours there, man.
Damn, look at Peter. So he gets married and he starts doing like all the family stuff, man. You know what is funny? Yesterday we went to go eat dinner, and when I was on the road, I saw this van, and it had like a Canotillo Eagle emblem on it, and the whole van was painted orange. I was like, yeah, I bet you Peter, he gets married, and right away he goes buys a van and everything for the kids. Damn, Peter, you're fucking moving
family
quick.
man.
It wasn't even me.
It was Peter. It was.
Somehow he got into this whole conversation of like, we're going to have kids and all this.
Yeah. Peter's going to have kids. He's going to have twins, as a matter of fact.
Yvonne's like saying, who knew that Abel wanted another nephew or niece? And
yeah.
I'll give Abel's a good uncle.
Yeah. I'm a great
so,
uncle.
So is Chris.
I'm a really good
my family's really good with
I'm
kids.
a really good uncle.
I can't ever.
I'm a good uncle. Like, I'm a really good
He's
uncle.
like he's thinking about it. Like, am I? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a good uncle. But
I always wanted to be an uncle too.
I-
None of my brothers give me nephews or
I know,
nieces.
right?
I've said it on this show. I don't think I'm ever gonna have kids. I think it's just, I don't like this world that we're living in. But yeah, man. So Father's Day is coming up. It's actually tomorrow. Hopefully this episode is out
For Father's Day.
for Father's Day. Yeah. But are there any plans that you have, Anthony, for Father's Day? Because obviously you and Peter are the only fathers here. I'm not a father. What are your big plans?
I just relax, man. Here
Yeah.
with the fam. Like I said, I've been staying in hotels and shit for the last couple weeks, so be nice to kind of just hang out with the fam. I might do some ribs or something. We'll see.
Yeah. So okay.
I don't want to do too much work. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
wanna
So like
chillax,
that's what I was
but-
gonna ask you because you said I might do some ribs.
Why don't you
But-
just go to Famous Dave's and like order a bunch of ribs?
Because
We'll
he's
see.
like they can't compete with me.
Nah, they can't. Anthony's a hell. He makes
I
some
know,
badass
dude.
ribs
He's
and
like-
brisket and shit.
He's
But
like-
I'm just
Gotta
saying,
bring it
like,
back.
if you had to have one restaurant cater you, like, where does Anthony eat when he's not fucking making his own food?
Oh, I like Rudy's, man. Rudy's is
Rudy's,
good.
like
yeah.
the ribs from.
Yeah.
See, go get yourself a fucking platter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
maybe.
yeah,
We'll see.
Anthony. You
And then
just
fucking-
you deserve it, man.
It's my day, goddamn.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
So yeah, because I was gonna ask, like, you were talking about, I might make some ribs, and it's like, dude, are you the guy that still wants to work on Father's Day, or do you want to be like on your recliner, drinking a beer, watching golf, even though you don't like golf? Like, you want to just like relax, like, Amber, take Lucas away from me. Like,
I don't know. I just want to have like a fun day. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so like cooking ribs, like Lucas playing outside and stuff. Like that's
That's
you know,
Oh,
cool
see.
too. So.
yeah. So we'll see though. I don't know. It depends on how I wake up tomorrow. If I just feel like doing nothing, then maybe Rudy's it is. Yeah.
okay, what's the breakfast like? You're like, let's see how I wake up tomorrow. Are you gonna try to like? Is that a hint for Amber to like wake you up with the smell of bacon or papas con chorizo or?
I don't know. It's weird. Like I try to sleep in, but I can't. Like
Yeah.
for some reason I still wake up the normal time. So, I don't know. I kind of hinted I wanted some eggs and stuff and for breakfast. She asked me, so we'll see. I don't know. Maybe it'd be nice to wake up to some
Yeah.
crispy bacon.
Have you guys seen the episode of The Office when Michael Scott burns his foot? And it's because he wanted to wake up to the smell of bacon, but he has nobody to cook for him because he's single, right? So he had his George Foreman grill like timed and he had bacon like on the grill already. So it would just like start cooking the bacon and he would wake up to the smell of bacon. It's fucking stupid, but it's so funny, dude. The Office, man. Classic show.
I haven't seen that one, but
No.
no,
Fucking dude,
that would suck.
that is like one of the greatest shows ever. Office. The Office is like badass. And I was actually thinking about this the other day. I started watching because I think we've all like with everything that happened, we all started going back and watching shows that we used to watch back in the day because I mean there's only so much content
Right.
you could watch, right? So you have to like rely on some of the previous shit. And something just came out on HBO Max. It was the reunion show of Friends. And then on HBO Max, they actually have like all the episodes of Friends, right? But then I was thinking because I never saw Friends. I mean, I saw it here and there, but I
Really?
wasn't a fan of Friends. You know, like I saw it like if it was on like TBS or whatever, but I was never like looking forward to the new episodes or whatever. It was well before my time. The one I saw a lot was How I Met Your Mother. That was my version of like Friends, right? So I started watching it over again. Dude, that show is so funny. Like
Yeah.
hilarious.
Well, I thought it was funny too.
How I Met Your Mother is like sneaky fucking good. And I was thinking like, is it as good as Friends? And I'm not talking about popularity. Like Friends is like the all-time best sitcom like around the world. Like it's been in like fucking 200 countries and shit. Like it's the all-time like best sitcom supposedly, some shit like that, right? I'm not saying like is it as popular as Friends. I'm saying is it as good as Friends, if not better than Friends? How I Met Your Mother.
I think
That's hard, man.
I
They're
think
both
the
good.
reason Friends, How I Met Your Mother, in my opinion, is more like it's funnier than Friends. Obviously, Friends was funny though, but Friends also had the drama attached to it more than How I Met Your Mother. I think,
Okay.
and I think that's why it gets more recognized that it's more rounded,
Yeah,
opposed to being
definitely.
more of a sitcom.
Yeah.
Even though it is a sitcom,
Yeah, yeah.
technically, it was more. It had more drama to it.
Yeah.
Well, I think it relates to a larger audience.
Yes.
You know,
And
like
then
I think anybody could watch it because it has the weirdos that like it.
Yeah.
It has the popular people that like it. It likes, like, there's jocks, there's good looking people. Like, it has something for everyone.
True.
Whereas, like, How I Met Your Mother is,
I don't know. They got some funny ones too, though.
yeah, but I feel it's more of a guy show than it is a girl show.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Barney, right? I mean, he's more
Yeah,
of a
dude.
sexist. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
like,
he's kind of like Joey, though.
and I was even thinking,
So I'm like, it's kind of the same.
but it's a
Think
little,
about
more,
it.
it's a little more edgy than.
Well, because it
Well,
came
do
out
you think-
newer. It's
It
Well,
came
see,
out at a different time too.
yeah. And
Remember
and see,
when
I don't,
Friends came
I don't
out?
even think they could make How I Met Your Mother now
no.
because the way
The
Barney
Me
is,
Too
Yeah.
movement.
yeah, the way Barney is, dude, it's.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Joey was the same kind of way, right? He was like always after the girls, and
but see,
maybe not as blunt.
But
as
see, there
Barry.
were
Yeah.
times when you would watch Friends where you, like, it was just focused on two characters and like little cameos of the other.
Yeah.
Whereas like How I Met Your Mother, it's always like the group, you know? It's always the group. It's always the group.
I just think, popularity wise, Friends came out first,
Yeah.
so you're always going to be king because it always looks like everything's following your lead.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah. True.
So-
Spins off.
Yeah. Like it was already done. This show's
Yeah,
been done. I mean, yes, it has its following and all. It's kind of like Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
It's the same as The Office, just a different.
And some would even say that Parks and Rec is
is
funnier
better.
than
yeah,
The Office.
I think it is, but
I like The Office.
see what I mean. The Office gets
Yeah.
it's that nostalgic feeling almost.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe it
like
sounds like
the-
a poll question. Maybe we might have to put that out
Yeah.
and see what people.
I think Friends is gonna destroy
think
it.
so?
Yeah.
I don't
People are-
know, man.
People are
How
so
much
in
your
love.
I mean, I
kinda
like how-
funny,
yeah,
though.
I like it too,
It has
but-
some parts where I'm just like, oh my god.
I've seen them both too. Like I've seen
Yeah.
both complete. You know.
I think
Yeah.
I've seen Friends a little more than I have How I Met Your Mother, but every episode I've seen is pretty funny, dude. Like I'm like cracking up.
Yeah.
I like that question.
You know which one I like too on HBO Max is Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I
Dude,
feel
oh my
that
God.
show.
I was
But
gonna
I've seen
Yeah.
multiple episodes multiple times.
Yeah, I
Dude.
think I've seen the whole series maybe like 10
That's
times.
my
Yeah.
childhood right there. Like,
Yeah.
we watched that shit all the time.
Dude, I remember when Greg, we would go to his mom's work because we'd have to like go pick her
What
up
I
from
like
work.
about really quick, what I like about
Fucking asshole.
no, really quick, like what I like about
Fucking
Fresh
dick.
No, because I want to make this point. What I like about Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, it's a black show, dude, but it relates to
Oh, fuck
everyone.
yeah.
Like everyone. I've never met someone that didn't like that
Dude.
show.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think that's probably one of the one sitcoms I ever cried. Like the Uncle Phil, like, dude, man.
Why don't he love me?
Dude,
Yeah.
that was like,
Why don't
man,
you want
I
me?
still look. I got chills right now just
Yeah.
thinking about it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Uncle Phil episode where he's playing pool. That's the
No,
one
no,
that's the one that
no.
sticks with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have our own inside joke about that
Yeah.
one.
All right, what were you saying about
I
Greg?
was just saying, like, I remember we'd go pick up Greg's mom at school or from school. Like, she let us borrow the vehicle, and then we'd go pick her up at work.
Oh, okay. I was like,
And
pick
then-
her up from school.
Yeah,
What the
no.
fuck?
And then, and she worked at a old folks home, and we'd be waiting for her, and we'd sit in like, I guess it's like the rec room, the lobby, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And we'd be watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with all the old people.
Oh, really?
And they
Just
were
playing up?
so into it.
Yeah,
And,
man.
I mean, it was just funny, man. Like that's a memory I have watching Fresh Prince of
Freaking
Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Jazz. Ah!
Yeah,
It
dude.
was cool, man.
Always getting thrown out.
So
But,
what, are we gonna go golfing tomorrow?
all right,
That's what I
so
really wanna know.
let's run back to the Father's Day stuff. I don't know how we started talking about Fresh Prince and How I Met Your Mother and shit, but that's
Into the weeds.
Peter told you before we started the
I
show,
know.
Anthony.
That
Anthony.
I
Hey,
kind of
start-
wanted to see where that one
Put
went.
that Iron
Yeah,
Fist
because
down.
Anthony's like, I love that show, so we're
Yeah.
gonna talk about it. I don't give a fuck. But all right, let's talk about the Father's Day. Peter kind of wants to go golfing. I'm usually the one that's like, hey,
I know. Yeah.
let's go golfing or whatever. And Peter, like, when was it? A couple of days ago, or was it yesterday?
It was yesterday.
You're like, dude, I've lost time. Like, I don't even know what time is anymore.
No,
I
the
feel like
truth is-
Odysseus in the movie The Odyssey. Have you seen it? Where he's like, he's on that island and he fucking totally forgets about time because they're like surrounded by good-looking women and everything, and he's been on the island for like 10 years. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
Anyways, that's how I feel right now. Except I'm not surrounded by good-looking women. Instead, I'm surrounded by Anthony and Peter. But yeah, so Peter wants to go golfing. he wants to take my dad. Hopefully he wants to pay for me as well. But he wants to go golfing. Peter, what was the reason why you wanted to go golfing? Because we talked about what Anthony wants to do for his Father's Day. It sounds like he wants to be a family guy. Now, you, on the other hand, you're a newlywed. It sounds like you're trying to get away from the family.
No, it's okay. First of all,
First of all, I love my family.
no.
Let's get that out of the way.
Jacob and Jonah are with their mom.
Okay.
Which, it kind of fell in that weird. But we just came back from. I had them 2 weeks, and then they're with their mom. But I mean, I wanted to celebrate with my dad basically, and I was like, okay, well, how can we do it? 'Cause we could go eat somewhere, but my dad will eat anything. My dad will eat rocks. And he's been into golf recently, and I just think it'd be cool, like we all go golf with my dad or something. And I don't know, we could pick up food afterwards or before,
Eat some Whataburger afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, very simple. My dad's a very simple guy. My family overall, my mom too. My mom just likes to be with the family.
Yeah.
Right? So, but as far as getting the idea, it was kind of funny because my better half, Yvonne, was like, "Hey, so what are you guys gonna do?" And we're like, "I don't know." So we never have a plan. We just kind of do things.
Spur of the moment.
And she's like, "You should go golfing." Like,
what is Yvonne's plans for you?
I don't know. Let me go golfing.
Oh, that's it.
I think because she gets a break from me too.
So it's Mother's Day for her.
Yeah, it's Mother's Day.
That's nice.
That's a good idea, right? Like, hey, go play golf. Well,
I'm gonna watch Friends.
yeah. Well, I saw it with her,
Oh,
but she wants to see this other movie I don't want to see.
what is it?
Okay, so we have a rule that we take turns choosing movies, right? Like one night I choose one night she chooses one. We have to watch it.
She's
right?
like, no,
there's
Peter, I'm tired of watching Happy Gilmore.
It's the same movie. Peter picks the same movie every time it's his turn.
Dude. She's on a 4-movie streak now. Like
Because they're that good or what?
no, it's just I'm just letting her have her moments. It's almost like happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, yesterday we saw a good one. Greenland.
What is that?
It's Gerald Butler or Gerald Butler?
Gerard Butler?
Gerard Butler, whatever.
Geraldo.
Gerald.
Gerald? Dude, when you
What
said
is
Gerald, I was thinking of like,
What's his name?
Hey
Gerard
Arnold.
Butler? Gerard
Hey Arnold.
Butler, yeah. But anyways, the Scottish guy,
Yeah.
whatever the hell he is.
Gladiator.
Yeah.
He's Irish, isn't he? No, he's Australian, dude.
Is he?
Yeah, he's Australian.
Well, whatever. They all sound
Australian for
Gerald, I think it is. Yeah.
Gerard.
Gerard.
But anyways, it was pretty cool. It's about like
Harold.
a comet's
It's
gonna
like Harold.
a comet's gonna hit Earth, and it's like an Earth killer, right? So they're trying to get to Greenland, and it's pretty cool. I actually liked it a lot. I don't want to say
Because it's going to destroy the world except Greenland.
Well, no, there's bunkers.
Oh. In Greenland.
Yeah,
Sounds interesting.
it was pretty cool, dude. It was really cool. It wasn't bad. And then we saw Pelican Brief. That was her first movie. Like,
What's that?
We gotta have Peter do like a movie review.
Yeah, dude.
Every episode. Like,
Yeah.
Peter, tell us about this movie.
Which one?
What do you give it?
oh, Greenland
Yeah.
out of 5,
Yeah.
I'd give it a solid 4.
Solid 4, huh?
Yeah.
Don't
I like
No,
apocalyptic
don't do
movies,
5.
though.
5, I always feel like when people, like when they do the 1 through 5, I think they're missing something. I think 1 through 10 is a
1
better
through 10? Okay.
better rating scale.
I'll give it a 7 then.
7?
Off of 1 to 10. I don't
Yeah.
know how. Yeah, that sounds about right. 7.
Okay.
7-ish.
Because like,
Because 7's still passing, dude. Like
Yeah.
some people, okay, like
season
That's
when I was
better than
when
a
I
lot of
was
other
single,
movies
people would
got.
say like, "Oh, what's that girl?" Like, to me, a 10 is a unicorn. You don't see a 10
yeah.
ever. Like that's the
highest.
like
Yeah.
a unicorn, dude.
Yeah.
So when people say, "Oh, I give her a 10," like there is no 10s. There's always a
no
flaw in
growth
something.
either.
Yeah, you gotta have growth.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So like
A 9
to me,
is like,
a 6.57 is not bad still.
Peter, what's Yvonne?
Oh, she's a 10. She's my unicorn.
good answer.
Good answer. I've been testing him. He's
He's
All
trying
right.
to
Keep on
catch
going.
me.
All right. Keep on going.
But yeah, I gave the movie a 7.
7.
Okay.
All right. Is a 7 something you're going to consider watching?
No,
now?
it's you were making a joke, but it sounded interesting to me. Like end of the world.
I like
thing,
apocalyptic
Yeah,
movies.
it sounds.
Did you see on Amazon?
Is it a series? It's a movie, right?
It's a movie.
Okay.
did you see on Amazon? Chris Pratt has a new movie. You know who Chris Pratt
Yeah.
is?
Star Lord.
Yeah. He's got a new movie on Amazon. It's supposed to be good, supposedly. I mean, they even showed it during the DAZN fucking fights that we were doing, and it was like kind of like end of the world kind of shit.
I don't look at him as an action
action hero?
and he's
Comedy?
been coming out in a lot of action movies.
Well, what would you label him?
It's just because
He's funny.
he was funny
Yeah,
when I
he's
first
funny.
got introduced to him.
Well, even Star Lord, like his character's a funny, like it's not a serious character. It's
Yeah,
more
like
of
I can't take him
he's
serious
kind of a badass,
because he comes
He
out.
is,
He
but-
comes out as a
Dude, he's jacked as fuck too.
Jack Ryan. He comes out in the Jack Ryan series. Isn't it him?
No,
No, that's the other one. That's the
that's the
other
guy
dude.
from The Office.
And same thing with him.
He's harder to see.
I cannot take those two because they both come out in the same roles almost.
Yeah.
Just different. I can't take them serious, dude. For
Yeah.
whatever reason, I don't see them as action stars
Yeah.
at all. Like it just you know who does it? And I saw this movie. I had just told you about it. It was oh my god, Michael B. Jordan.
What about him?
I think it's called Redemption or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's a Tom Clancy shit.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
But what I liked about it was at the end, and I don't think it's a spoiler alert anymore. But I like how it's Tom Clancy, and it leads into. I was always a Rainbow Six fan. Like when the game came out on like PlayStation 1 or whatever it was, or 2. It's 2, right?
Yeah, no, it was 1.
Oh,
Rainbow Six was 1.
And I remember
Was it?
playing
Oh, yeah,
it.
it was
Dude,
1.
it was fucking incredible. I was so hooked. And so that series, that storyline, Rainbow Six, when I saw that movie, I had no idea that it leads into Rainbow Six. Like you'll see. Well, that's the spoiler, but I don't really care.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still give that movie. I'll give that one like a solid 7, just because the movie itself was like meh. But at the end when they say that, I'm like, holy shit! It just made the whole movie for me, because it put it into like it's the origins of something that I followed.
Right, as a kid.
So what's your platform now that you're watching? Because it used to be Netflix, but I feel like there's so many options now.
I have
is
Netflix,
it Amazon?
Disney, Amazon.
No, but like, what's your
Hulu.
go-to? Like when you turn on your smart TV or whatever
Recently,
it is,
HBO.
HBO
Max.
Max. Yeah.
But it's because I feel like I've watched everything on Netflix.
You know what I've
My
got?
next one's Prime.
You know what I've gotten into lately? It's a cable streaming service. It's Fubo. Like I got into that because I kind of missed live entertainment, like of flipping the channels.
Yeah.
You know, like I got so tired of streaming, like either Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, whatever it was. Right? I got so tired of streaming that I was just like, I want to watch TV now. Like I want to be like just be random. Like change the channel. It's like, oh, fucking Men in Black's on. I'll watch it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like there's no decision on my part.
Yeah.
And I started doing that, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of like I missed it.
Well, that's where I'm at because like I have DirecTV, and
Yeah.
we literally will watch the same channels, and it's always like Friends or something like rerun that's just constantly playing.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. Anyways, yeah. Any last words, Peter? You're now a married man. You seem to have everything under control.
Oh yeah, I was just looking at the camera so they didn't fall.
Oh yeah, dude.
But no, I mean, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And yeah, just glad to be back, enjoying my summer.
Hey, what you think about those memes that say like Happy Mother's Day and it shows like this big old extravagant, like, you know, beautiful setting, and then it's like Happy Father's Day. It's like a Hungry Jack.
You know what? I like Hungry Jack. I think just guys are so much easier. Like just chill.
Yeah, true.
You don't need all the
Take me to Red
fancy.
Lobster and dancing.
ribs.
Yeah,
Goodies.
and chill at home and have some ribs.
Anthony runs ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and just like I said, I'm glad to be back, man. My seat was getting cold over here.
Anthony.
No, man, same thing, man. Happy Father's Day to everybody. My dad. Yeah, man. I think that's a wrap. I'm ready to get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, happy Father's Day to Anthony. Happy Father's Day to Peter, as well as Pat. He's a first time father, and it's his first time actually experiencing Father's Day. Yeah, man, you guys deserve it. It's your day. I'm not a father. I dodged a bullet. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening. This was The Middle is Open.
Peace.
Turn on that air.